What did Jungkook and Jimin reveal during their emotional livestream? Could their heartfelt confession about their relationship be the reason fans were left in tears? Discover the shocking fictional story that has everyone talking. Only 10 minutes ago, according to this fictional scenario that no one could have predicted, Jungkook and Jimin unexpectedly appeared together in a late-night livestream that immediately sent ARMY around the world into a frenzy. At first, everything seemed completely normal. The atmosphere was calm, and both idols wore relaxed smiles that fans had become familiar with over the years. Nobody expected anything unusual. Nobody expected tears. Nobody expected confessions. And certainly, nobody expected the emotions that would soon overwhelm millions of viewers watching from every corner of the world. Jungkook quietly looked toward Jimin before letting out a gentle laugh, but something about his expression felt different. Fans watching closely noticed it immediately. There was a sincerity in his eyes that seemed deeper than usual. Meanwhile, Jimin sat beside him with a smile that appeared warm but strangely emotional. For several moments, neither of them said anything significant. They simply exchanged glances and laughed softly, as if they were silently remembering memories that only they could understand. Then, something unexpected happened. Jimin suddenly became quiet. The smile on his face slowly faded into something more thoughtful. Viewers in the comments instantly began asking questions. Was everything alright? Was there something they wanted to say? Why did the mood suddenly feel different? Jungkook noticed Jimin's expression and smiled gently. "We've shared so many moments together," Jungkook said softly in this fictional scenario. "Sometimes I think people only see us laughing, but they don't know how much we've gone through." Those words alone were enough to shock fans. The comments exploded instantly. What did he mean? Was he talking about difficult times? Was there a hidden story behind their friendship? Jimin looked downward and smiled faintly before speaking. "There were moments when we were exhausted," he admitted in this fictional tale. "Moments when we didn't know if we were doing enough. Moments when we worried about disappointing everyone." His voice sounded calm, but his eyes reflected emotions that touched countless viewers. Fans watching around the world began sharing emotional reactions. Many admitted they had never imagined hearing such honest words. Jungkook then turned toward Jimin and smiled. "But every time things became difficult," he continued, "we always talked. No matter how tired we were, no matter how confusing things became, we never stopped supporting each other." The room suddenly felt quieter. Even through a screen, viewers could feel the sincerity between them. Jimin laughed softly and looked at Jungkook. "There were times when we stayed awake just talking," he said. "Not because we had to, but because sometimes we just needed someone who understood." Those words immediately caused emotional reactions among fans. Could there really have been so many memories hidden behind their smiles? Could their friendship have been even stronger than fans imagined? Nobody knew. But in this fictional story, what happened next became the moment that made countless viewers cry. Jungkook suddenly looked directly at the camera. "To everyone watching," he said quietly, "thank you for staying with us. There were moments when we doubted ourselves. There were times when we felt afraid. But seeing all of you supporting us always gave us strength." Jimin smiled, and although he laughed, tears slowly formed in his eyes. "We wanted to say thank you," he whispered, "because without everyone, maybe we wouldn't have been able to smile like this." The comment section exploded. Fans from every country shared emotional messages. Some said they were crying. Others said they felt proud. Many simply thanked them for being honest. But the biggest surprise had yet to come. Jimin suddenly looked toward Jungkook and laughed. "You know," he said, "there were so many times when I thought, I'm lucky to have him beside me." Jungkook immediately laughed in embarrassment. "What are you saying?" he replied with a shy smile. But Jimin continued, "No, seriously. We fight sometimes. We misunderstand each other sometimes. But in the end, we always understand one another." Jungkook smiled. "Because we're family." Those two words alone sent waves of emotions throughout the fictional livestream. Family. Simple, but powerful. Fans watching around the world suddenly found themselves remembering years of memories they had shared with BTS. Memories of concerts. Memories of songs. Memories of difficult times. Memories that had connected millions of people together. And somehow, in that fictional moment, Jungkook and Jimin seemed to understand exactly what everyone was feeling. They smiled. They laughed. And although neither of them realized it, millions of fans were crying alongside them. Nobody expected that a simple live stream would turn into one of the most emotional moments fans had ever witnessed. Nobody expected that such honest words would create memories that would stay in people's hearts forever. And as the live stream slowly came to an end, Jungkook smiled one final time. "Please stay healthy," he said. Jimin nodded. "And thank you for always being with us." The screen faded, but the emotions remained. And around the world, fans realized that sometimes, the most unforgettable moments aren't the loudest ones. Sometimes they are simply the moments when people speak honestly from the heart. Social media, in this scenario, immediately became flooded with emotional reactions. Messages filled with tears, gratitude, and memories appeared everywhere. Some fans admitted they had followed BTS since their debut, and felt as though they had grown up alongside the members. Others confessed that hearing Jungkook and Jimin speak so openly reminded them of difficult times in their own lives. But while millions of people were still discussing the live stream, something unexpected happened behind the scenes. Jimin quietly leaned back in his chair and let out a deep breath. "Did we really say all that?" he asked, laughing nervously. Jungkook burst into laughter. "I think we did." Neither of them expected that the atmosphere would become so emotional. Their original intention, according to this fictional story, had simply been to spend time with fans and talk about ordinary things. But somehow, memories had started appearing naturally. And perhaps that was because there were too many memories to hide. Jimin looked at Jungkook and smiled. "Remember when we first met?" Jungkook immediately laughed. "You mean when I was still awkward?" "You still are," Jimin joked. The two of them burst into laughter again. But beneath those jokes was something much deeper. Years. Years of memories. Years of happiness. Years of struggles. Years of dreams. Years of growing up together. In that quiet room, away from cameras and millions of viewers, both of them suddenly found themselves reminiscing about moments that nobody else had seen. Jungkook remembered the days when they practiced until dawn. He remembered eating meals together after exhausting schedules. He remembered the nights when everyone felt tired, but still encouraged one another. He remembered moments when they laughed so hard that they forgot how exhausted they were. And he remembered moments when tears had been impossible to hide. "Time really passed quickly," Jungkook said softly. Jimin nodded. "It feels like yesterday." But then Jimin's smile became emotional again. "Do you remember when we were scared?" Jungkook immediately understood what he meant. The difficult times, the uncertainty, the pressure, the expectations, moments when they questioned themselves, moments when they worried about the future, moments that fans never knew about. Jungkook slowly nodded. "There were times when I didn't know what would happen next." Jimin smiled. "But we never gave up. Because we weren't alone." Those words brought silence between them. And suddenly, Jimin began laughing again. "You know what? What? I think fans are crying right now." Jungkook laughed loudly. "They're definitely crying. But honestly, I'm grateful." Jungkook nodded. "So am I." Neither of them realized that clips from their live stream were continuing to spread everywhere in this fictional story. Fans replayed every sentence, every smile, every laugh. But among all those moments, one particular sentence seemed to touch everyone the most. "We're family." Those words echoed in the hearts of countless fans. Because for years people had witnessed their friendship. Not perfection, not endless happiness, but trust, support, understanding, and memories built through countless moments together. Meanwhile, elsewhere in this fictional scenario, several BTS members had already watched clips from the live stream. Taeyong laughed while watching. "They became emotional again?" RM smiled. "That's just who they are." Jin shook his head and laughed. "I knew this would happen." J-Hope smiled warmly. "They really love everyone." Suga quietly smiled. "They've grown up." And suddenly, the group chat became filled with messages. Jin: "Why are you two making everyone cry again?" Taeyong: "I just saw clips everywhere." J-Hope: "Did you prepare tissues for ARMY?" RM: "Good job, guys." Suga: "Don't cry too much." Jungkook stared at the messages and burst out laughing. "They're making fun of us." Jimin laughed too. Nothing changes. And perhaps that was the most beautiful thing. Despite everything that had changed over the years, some things remained exactly the same. Their jokes, their laughter, their memories, their friendship. Hours later, as midnight approached, Jungkook suddenly became quiet. Jimin. Thank you. Jimin looked surprised. For what? For staying. The room became silent. Jimin stared at him for a moment before smiling softly. Why are you suddenly saying that? I don't know. Jimin laughed. You don't have to thank me. But I want to. Jimin's smile slowly became emotional again. You stayed too. Neither of them spoke afterward. Because sometimes there are things that don't need long explanations. Sometimes gratitude itself is enough. Outside, millions of fans continued sharing emotional messages. Some remembered their own friendships. Some remembered difficult times. Some simply smiled. And although nobody knew what the future would bring in this fictional story, one thing remained certain. Memories would continue. New chapters would come. New dreams would appear. But no matter how much time passed, there would always be moments that stayed forever. And perhaps years later, people would still remember that unexpected night. Not because of shocking news. Not because of rumors. Not because of mysteries. But because two people sat together, laughed together, remembered together, and reminded everyone watching that even in difficult times, having someone beside you can make all the difference. And somewhere beneath the stars of another ordinary night, Jungkook looked at his phone one last time before smiling. Millions of messages. Millions of hearts. Millions of people. Yet what made him smile the most wasn't the numbers. It was one simple thought. We really came this far. And beside him, Jimin smiled too. Neither of them knew what tomorrow would bring, but somehow they weren't afraid. Because whatever happened next, they knew they would face it together. And perhaps that was enough. The night that had started with laughter and unexpected emotions was far from over. Neither Jungkook nor Jimin expected that after ending the live stream, sleep would become impossible. The atmosphere in the room had changed. It wasn't sadness. It wasn't even nostalgia alone. It was something deeper, something that only comes when people realize just how much life has changed without them noticing. Jungkook quietly sat near the window, staring at the city lights in the distance. The room had become silent again, except for the occasional notifications that continued appearing on his phone. Thousands, millions, messages from fans around the world. Jimin noticed him smiling by himself. What are you looking at? He asked with curiosity. Jungkook laughed softly. Nothing. That's suspicious. I'm serious. Jimin walked over and sat beside him. Show me. Jungkook turned the phone around. The screen was filled with messages. Thank you. Please stay healthy. You made us cry. We'll always support you. Take care of yourselves. Jimin stared at the messages for a few moments before smiling. They really love us. Jungkook nodded. And we love them too. For a while, neither of them spoke. They didn't need to. Some emotions were impossible to explain. Some feelings only existed in silence. Suddenly, Jimin laughed. What if everyone thinks we're crying right now? Jungkook burst out laughing. They definitely think that. They'll probably make edits with sad music. They already are. Jimin covered his face and laughed. Army is too fast. Their laughter echoed through the room, and for a brief moment, they felt like they had gone back in time. Back to the days when everything seemed simpler. Back to the years when they were younger. Back to endless practices and dreams. Back to nights when nobody knew what the future would look like. Jimin leaned back and smiled. Do you know something strange? What? I don't remember exactly when everything changed. Jungkook looked confused. What do you mean? I mean, when did we become adults? Jungkook laughed immediately. Are we adults? I don't know. Then maybe we're not. Jimin smiled. It feels like yesterday we were kids chasing dreams. Jungkook nodded slowly. And suddenly, we have memories. The sentence hung in the air. Memories. There were so many of them. Memories of stages. Memories of laughter. Memories of mistakes. Memories of achievements. Memories of tears. Memories that no camera had ever captured. And perhaps that was why this night felt different. It reminded them that time never stopped. Jimin suddenly became curious. What's your happiest memory? Jungkook looked surprised. That's difficult. Come on. There are too many. You have to choose one. Jungkook thought for a moment. Then he smiled. The moments when everyone laughed together. Jimin smiled immediately. That's your answer? Yeah. No award. No. No concert. No. No huge achievement? Jungkook shook his head. I think happiness is smaller than that. Jimin looked at him quietly. What do you mean? The moments nobody sees. Jimin smiled. Late night meals. Random jokes. Watching movies together. Talking nonsense. Falling asleep during practice. Laughing until everyone couldn't breathe. Simple things. Ordinary things. But somehow those moments became unforgettable. Jimin nodded. I understand. Outside the window, the city lights continued shining. Inside the room, memories continued appearing. And far away, millions of fans were still awake. Some were replaying clips. Some were smiling. Some were crying. Some were simply grateful. Nobody realized that this ordinary night would become one of those memories that people would carry in their hearts for years. Not because something shocking happened. Not because of secrets. Not because of rumors. But because honesty itself had become beautiful. Hours passed. The clock moved forward. The city became quieter. And eventually, Jimin looked at Jungkook and laughed. We should sleep. We should. Neither of them moved. We really should. Definitely. Still, they remained where they were. Then suddenly Jungkook laughed. We sound old. Jimin laughed so hard that tears appeared in his eyes. We're becoming old. No. Yes. No. Yes. Their laughter filled the room once again. And in that moment they realized something. Perhaps happiness wasn't about holding on to yesterday. Perhaps it wasn't about worrying about tomorrow either. Perhaps happiness was simply being grateful for today. And although nobody knew what the next chapter of life would bring, one thing remained certain. Some memories fade. Some moments disappear. But genuine gratitude never does. And somewhere beneath the quiet sky, with millions of hearts still awake around the world, another memory had quietly been created. A memory that no one expected. A memory that began with an ordinary live stream, and somehow ended with countless people smiling through tears.